back again with the next banger. For all of the people who are new, don't forget to subscribe and like the video, share the video, tell a friend to tell a friend. In other video, we have some police abuse the law. We tired of them thing in our country, I swear my people. And we have Elephant Man and know up one matter and up on a live talk about which artist mean, from which artist not do that, from which artist not do this. But I'm gonna just get them in the video and make them just watch for myself. Zip, RMP.
Let me second that. Beenie Man hasn't owned a phone since 1992.
Killer kind.
Beenie Man never have a phone since 1992.
Beenie Man not do phone and him not work with money. So if you have a razor and say, yo, we have a cut out Beenie pocket, we have a rob him, never get $1. You're a man, me cut out Beenie pocket and get one receipt.
Ding Dong kind. Ding Dong is kind.
Ding never give me nothing yet, but big up Ding.
No, Ding Dong very kind. Very kind.
Ding never give me nothing yet, me I tell you. From him boss I never get $1. But
him kind, me know him kind.
Yeah. No,
Red Rat mean. Red Rat mean.
Red Rat mean till we don't know where him live. Yeah, Mr. Red Rat. Red Rat talk every man I tell you, Red Rat. You don't know no with DJ, we now make you alone drive up another. Man say, no man, me good. I lock off him car like that, nobody so we shot him a turn in a mean. Man tell you, I'm like Sean Paul. The guy tell him no Sean Paul say, oh my God, when we go to Jamaica, when Sean pick them up, Sean have one van name, move over, hear them. What's in that Sean? Hear them? No lecture, Sean. No. Yeah, mommy. I latest thing them. Sean Paul have one van name, move over. Me see it after Sean that big green van there. You know when you have farm up on the hill, and you don't want to punch that? That's up in Joint Bar Road. Sean Paul, I want to reach it. Never van name, move over in Ellie. I'm not Ellie, I don't do excited thing. And remember, I'm a swimmer, because I used to swim before him DJ, no, Sean Paul. I'm a swimmer. So the dancer them come and I say, Ellie, oh, Sean does it. Sean is not pulling out none of his hot right till tonight when we're going to the party. I say, no, the move over, we're not going to party now, you know. So, I Sean that. Them man, they not fussy. Don't go fussy with Sean.
Neither Sean. He's Shaggy no fussy. And Shaggy kind.
No, man, Shaggy have him thing them, man. I just tap him,
Shaggy good man. Shaggy good man.
Yeah, Shaggy
good
no fussy.
Shaggy the man. You don't know Shaggy do him thing already. This minute him there, the next minute him gone.
Yeah.
But Sean Paul, I don't know why my mom doesn't want me to buy no big Benz and whatever because they don't know. So I said, so where you buy him? Say, LC, them look me to one big old dumper van. I said, so where that? That van there move over. Hear the dancer them. What's the name of this van, Sean? Oh, babe, move over. Hear them. I remember the girl in my foreigner. Okay, that's it. No Lexus now roll out and no blood club Benz and no beam. I better try going on the move over here. Ramp with Paul, Sean has saved them and they have saved in lock. Ramp with the God. Yeah, left out. Who's the earlier 90s artist? Brother, went on the river vibe. It's 2003. What you do to me? Me on in a music them time, the hungry are kill me. Which 90s artist? We might be. You understand? Me then I scare them time there. But me not bust to the world yet when nobody can say Ray. Me attack when me make my mark. 2000, brother.
Yeah.
Me and Cartel them, brother. 2000, brother. What you do to me? What? Me not tell a lie for myself. Check from when me have log on, when me have roll up in my big fat block. At 2000, the whole of them it a come. 2003, me do. Pon the river. What you do to me, Dan? But if you don't
in the 90s, I scare them crew.
But if you don't know where you come from, you're not gonna know where you go. So I'm still proud to be in 90s because I'm from there. So from when Killer them a teach you the business and we have to say, all right, so, but me never bust yet. Me I tell you when we established to the world. That me
At this moment, the preceding information would be classified and should be classified as United Nations mandated re-education of indigenous people. And so we are not using the word Jamaica anymore ever since the 5th of September 1991, of course, that the United Nations had informed the Queen of England that she's no more monarchical head of this country. So she would be out by 2030. And so that the information that forms the diet of the university and the rest of the educational institution, that set of information should be now disregarded and should be considered as what you would call a paradigm shift. The expression paradigm shift means that information that was given to you at one time will be outdated at a certain time. Now that is so almost, we were not told that at any time the information that we were given in school, the books that we had bought, that the information would slowly become outdated at some time. We were never told that. And so now we have reached to that point, and that the other persons around the world who are cognizant of this end of time to the truth of the information that was given to you that forms your educational background, that information would have lost its velocity. It's like a gunshot is very fast when it's moving. But there's a certain time when that gunshot, the energy dies and the shot fell. So it lost its velocity, the power to move. The history that was given to us by the university and the rest of the educational system in this country lost its velocity, therefore it dies. So it should not be used now or to be brought to the table. It should not be brought to the table if you are trying to find out the future of this country, if you're investigating the future of this country, if you're planning the future of this country, then that information that was given to you via the university and the educational system can't be used. Persons around the world whose intelligence is very much higher than our intelligence here would conclude the fact that the expression of the changing of that information is called the paradigm shift. What sense does it make you listen to how many radio stations in Jamaica, how many TV stations, how many places you pay money to go to school, and all of these learning institutions, none of them never said to you that the information that is now given to you at one time would be outdated. Ladies and gentlemen, persons with better intelligence today describe this situation as the paradigm shift. Please Google the expression paradigm shift and be intelligized to understand that we need a new set of information. And when that is concluded, you're going to be blaming the Maroons. Oh, you should have built a university. But there are 90 countries like the Maroons, 90 indigenous people states. And none of these 90 indigenous people states are not likely to have a university today. None of them. So what we should learn to accept is the true circumstances that those who are investigating the logics of the indigenous people they basically do the same thing. They move to the indigenous people communities. So when you see people get off the plane and they have a knapsack on their back and they're going to a compound town and they don't want to go no place but a maroon community, it's because that person is a researcher. They're looking for truth. They are a truth seeker. But in Jamaica, you search for your truth lying on your back, eating chicken back. You search for your truth to talk to somebody next door, and instead you search, you argue, and you fight. But Europeans, people from different walks of life, is coming into Jamaica to talk to the Maroons. Why? Because all the indigenous people have a special type of information. It's called specialized education. And they are going back to their university, they are going back to companies, large corporations, and they are using this information. Unfortunately, you were born and raised in Jamaica, and you refuse to listen to the Maroons because the Maroons sold you out into slavery. Wow! Somebody said I shouldn't say it. Out of all the representatives and diplomats of the Maroons, I am the only one who can speak on that subject matter, that the Maroons did or did not sold slaves. the people who believe that the maroon sold slaves, let me see your hands. Oh, whoa! Over that side I have a lot of people. Ooh. The hands are going up. But I notice a few hands are going down back slowly. I wonder what's happening down there. Ooh. You know, I'm looking at this large audience. It's called Wider Jamaica. It's called the Global Community. And I'm looking at the hands of the people who believe that the maroon sold slave. It's unfortunate that you do. I just explained earlier on that information that was prepared by or disseminated by the British government that will reach its curtailment. So it simply means that you should not look into the basket of information that was given to you by England to conclude whether the maroons sold slaves. What you should have done is do like the European is doing. You should go to the maroons and you should investigate. But you don't dictate, you don't tell the maroons that he sold you into slavery. Ask him what happened. And the decent thing would be to do is to do what is called a revisiting of the history. Not to tell the history, but to bring each other back to the surrounding circumstances that causes an event that could be misconstrued today to be the selling of slaves. Now, I can make every university professor looks like a fool this minute. I can make every educator look like a big fool, and I can make all the people that believe that the maroons sold slaves will actually hate themselves right now. You'll never love yourself anymore unless you can find some sort of redemption inside of you, some sort of forgiveness. So you would need to go to the Creator and ask for forgiveness if you had believed that.
No, you're not indeterminate. You're not saying that, brother.
It's automatic way, right?
I pitch him, I try to pitch him down.
Of course, you'll have a drink and probably talk to them, right?
Slow, brother.
Watch out!
Kill him with me. Alright.
Everybody I think so.
These police want citizens to fear them more than criminals. Notice how this one with red on his gun pulls it without justification. Then the other officer threatens that he has his own gun. All of this because taximen decide to strike and protect the government new ticketing system. St. Mary. Is this under Section 92? I am front of SS P. Babette Morgan Simpson, B.